A function is a block of code which accomplishes a specific task. When you call, i.e. run a function in R, the underlying code runs behind the scenes, and you only see the result of its execution. There are many built-in functions, or you can write your own. Most functions are named, and they are called using their name. Let's see what we mean by this. In previous videos, we've seen that we can type and run the name of a variable that we have created to view the information stored in it. For example, we could alternatively use the print function, a function which prints the output of an object or expression to the console. To call or execute the print function, we type its name, print, and the thing we want to print in brackets, in this case the variable a. Then we can run the code. And again, the information contained within our variable a is displayed, or in other words printed in the console. Here's a summary of this example. If you didn't assign the variables a, b and fruit1 in the previous video, pause the video and do so now. Then have a go at typing and running these commands to print the variables. If you type the commands exactly as they appear on the screen, you'll find you get some errors. See if you can work out how to correct the code so that you don't see these errors. Here is the code I used to assign the variables in the previous video. Remember that we use the hash symbol to add comments, shown in green, which are ignored when the code is run. And here is the code from the task for printing the variables. I'll run this all together. The first line of code again prints the value of the variable a for me as before, but the next one gives an error. And because of this error, the final line does not run at all. This error occurs because R is case sensitive. In other words, it distinguishes between uppercase and lowercase letters, for example in variable names and functions. The error is saying that R cannot find the function print, which is because the print function uses a small p, not a capital P. And we also need a small f for fruit1, as this matches how we named the variable. Let's have a look at the general syntax for functions. Syntax refers to rules that define how code should be written so that R can interpret and execute it correctly. We first type the function name, in this case print. Then the additional information for the function, called arguments, in brackets. These might be the things, e.g. data, we are applying the function to, or specific options for the function. In this case, we just have one argument, which is the name of the variable we want to print. Some functions can have more than one argument, in which case we separate them with commas. A simple example is the sum function, which returns the total sum of numeric values or vectors provided as its arguments. Let's see this code in practice. We can also apply the sum function to numeric variables. This is an alternative to calculating sums directly using the addition operator. You can use a question mark or the help function to view the help pages for a particular function. For example, what arguments it requires. Have a go for yourself.